Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, January 10th, 2022. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in New Mexico in the United States. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess, and also an AstroVed astrologer. I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained that the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is also a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are inviting the energies and blessings of these light beings to come into us and into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart, in which each of the 12 little boxes on the screen is representing a particular zodiac sign. I've drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard on a side table. And also, to do the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a little raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. To start the puja, I'm going to use a little bit of the water, dip my right hand into the water, and sprinkle a few drops of water on each side of the blackboard chart to purify the space for the puja, putting a few drops of water on my own head to purify me symbolically, and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you to purify you symbolically, whether you're watching this live or later on a replay. Next, I'm going to invoke Ganesha to help remove obstacles from the puja. Om Shring Gang. Om Shring Gang. Om Shring Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja. And I ask him to remove obstacles from the lives of all of those participating in the puja, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of their life. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always. And I thank him for his help with this. Next, I do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial with us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvuke Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atihar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. So yes, our puja is happening in 2023. I'm sorry if I misspoke when I announced the date earlier. It's January 10th, 2023. Thank you, Van, for letting me know I may have misspoke on that. Sorry about it. Now we start with honoring the time elements that are active in my local area here in New Mexico. Today, the day is Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars. I take flower petals to put on Mars as I do the mantra for Mars. I put flower petals on him on the little blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Maga, a star of royalty consciousness in Leo. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Om Magaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase, the moment we are in the fourth waning moon, called Chaturthi in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturthi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, that is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we're going to honor the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Ayushman, which has energies that are well rooted. Ayushman, Ayushman, Ayushman. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Bhava, that has energies of creativity. Bhava, Bhava, Bhava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start with looking at what sign is the ascendant at the moment, the sign coming up in the eastern horizon in my local area. That's shown here with the letters AC, and right now that's in the sign of Capricorn. Dr. Pillai said we would start by looking at the ascendant and looking to see what planet rules the ascendant, and starting there with honoring that planet for a gesture of how important he is at the moment. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so I'll start by putting flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, honoring the different planets and stars they're in, and a bit more as we go around the chart. Today in Capricorn is Pluto, Venus, and Saturn. We start with honoring Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada. This is a star that Dr. Pillai says can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttarashada, which is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Venus for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Venus is not in Dhanishta, it's in Shravana. Let me do that again. Venus is in Shravana star, a star, one of whose symbols is an ear, helping us to listen to not just the words that people say, but to listen to what's in their heart. We honor Shravana star, and I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Shravana star is ruled by Vishnu, archetype who helps with the sustenance and maintenance of the entire universe. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Shravana star is ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is the one in the star called Dhanishta, the star of music, prosperity, and good reputation. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that helps with rationality and science. Venus, a planet that helps with the arts, happiness, material plane comforts, and beauty. And Saturn, a planet that helps with patience, structure, compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Going in a clockwise direction, the next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune. I put the flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that can give blessings for work, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. We ask for blessings from him, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps with our intuition and helps us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Jupiter. We honor Jupiter. I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Uttarabhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can help with business development. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Uttarabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttarabhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttarabhadrapada star is ruled by Ayurbundia, an archetype who can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables, including our treasure that is the earth itself. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundiaye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Uttarabhadrapada star, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental and metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Jupiter, a planet that can help with everything related to spirituality and spiritual teachings. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Uranus, who is retrograde. Both of those planets are in the same star, so we will invoke both the planets before we honor the star. I start with Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Ram Prajapataye Namaha. Rahu and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star with a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. I put the flower petals across Rahu and Uranus. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Om Bharaniye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani's star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us make friends with new technologies, and Uranus, a planet that can help with success in life, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Mars, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Rohini, a star of prosperity, beauty, creativity. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Om Rohinihe Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by Brahma, an archetype who helps with creativity and creation. He is the husband of the goddess Saraswati. We honor him, and I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Om Brahmaye Namaha. Rohini's star is ruled by the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems that can be solved. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Simha or Leo, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. I put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Moon is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness, power, high self-esteem. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by the Pitris. These are the ancestors who have gone into higher planes of light and are able to send their blessings. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign of power, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati. Dr. Pillai says this star can give divine blessings. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air element. He's also the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, harmony. Today, containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Donus or Sagittarius, which today contains Mercury, who is retrograde, and also the Sun. Both of those planets are in the same star, so we will invoke both of them before we honor the star. I start with Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the Sun for being in Sagittarius. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Mercury and the Sun are both in a star called Purva Ashada. This is a star that helps us to have discernment for what's right for us, what's wrong for us. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals across both Mercury and the Sun. Om Purva Ashadaye Namaha. Om Purva Ashadaye Namaha. Om Purva Ashadaye Namaha. Purva Ashada star is ruled by a goddess called Apas. She's a deified form of water. She can give blessings for purification. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Om Apasye Namaha. Purva Ashada star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Sagittarius, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Donus or Sagittarius, the most idealistic and noble-minded of all the zodiac signs. Today, containing Mercury, planet of communication and business, a planet that helps with our sense of humor, and the Sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and has this kind of hot mess of little flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the element of air and a sweet fragrance, and I pass that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. And I take a little raisin to represent the earth element, and I pass that around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering them something that represents the earth. Now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them for their blessings for all of us and for our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs. And may everyone on the planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I pray for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for about a minute, and then we can do some short Q&A if you have questions. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. If you have questions, you're welcome to post them in the chat, and I will do my best to answer them. I'd like to thank all of you for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. There's a great deal of benefit from group prayer, from the unity consciousness that we have doing that. Thank you for showing up so regularly each day. I appreciate that. Checking the chat to see if there's any questions. I see people saying thank you. It's really my pleasure to be doing this. I'm very happy to be doing the puja Monday through Friday. All right, I just see people saying thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome for that. I will be doing a free fire lab on Pillai Center Practice channel on Monday, January 16th. It will be Martin Luther King Day in the United States. It will be happening at 7:30 Pacific time. It's free, and the focus, of course, will be invoking blessings for freedom, for love, in honor of Martin Luther King Day, a special energy on that day in the United States. All right, let's see. We have a special thing happening on Saturday this week. which is the sun will be entering Capricorn, which is when the sun starts to change direction. He's starting to go in a more northward direction in his particular path. And from when he enters Capricorn on Saturday until he enters Cancer in July, those 6 months are a really good time for doing projects that you want to bring out into the world. Like if you were publishing a book or releasing some software or anything like that, it's a very, very good period for bringing things out into the world that we want to share with the rest of the world. And in Tamil Nadu, it's called Thai Pongal, and it's a special, for them, it's a special kind of harvest festival and a very happy time. They have celebration actually for a few days around that, but the highest day is the day that the sun is entering Capricorn. So just a little bit about that. I might share more about that later in the week as well. Okay, today, while the moon is in the 4th waning moon, it's an extremely good day for invoking Ganesha. It's a strong day for Ganesha as well. Those of you that might want to do a little milk bath on your statue or offer him some fruit or something like that if you want. Okay, I'll go ahead and close for today, not seeing any questions, and I will be here again tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who presses the like button and to subscribes to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. And Dr. Pillai does want Religion of Religions to grow even further. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.